How and where to use FLUX Upscale? Well, this app for upscaling images, if you don't know what that is, basically increases the resolution of your images using AI. In this case, since we're using FLUX, we can find it on Hugging Face. What is Hugging Face? Well, we have a video about Hugging Face, but basically it's this application you see here, which lets us use open source AI models. To start, we'll go to Spaces, and in this section, we'll search for FLUX Upscale. Here you'll see lots of upscaling models you can use if you want, okay? And try them out. But the one I recommend is this one, FLUX Upscale Image. You can use whichever works best for you, but this is the one we'll use here and I'll show you. So this is how you can easily upscale your images using AI. How does the FLUX Upscale interface work? As you can see, this is the interface you'll be working with. Here you have an input image where you'll upload the image to upscale. Then we have some parameters I'll show you how to use. First, number of interval sets determines the steps for upscaling your image. More steps mean better quality, but longer processing time. Fewer steps might be quicker, but potentially lower quality. I recommend using a moderate number, not exceeding 32. The upscale factor determines how much to multiply your image's pixels. If your image is 550 x 600, it'll convert it to 2200 x 2400, which is basically multiplying each dimension by 4. This applies to all pixel factors of the image. You can scale from 1x2 to 1x. Then there's control.net.condition.scale, which determines how similar the output will be to your input image. It controls how much creativity the AI uses. What does this mean? Lower values make the program more creative, resulting in a more different upscaled image. Higher values make it less creative, producing an output more similar to the original image. This isn't always the case though. I recommend setting it to 1. Finally, we have the seed. Higher values increase creativity, lower values decrease it, and the randomized seed option, which adds more randomness to the process. I recommend deactivating it, not activating it. Then just hit run. As you can see, it's starting the process of upscaling the image, and there you have it, the final upscaled result. Here's the original, the input image, and the upscaled version. The difference is huge. It looks way better even with this complex image. It's a tricky material to upscale, but it's done well, greatly improving the original. You can see all the improvements it's made to the image. That's how the interface works and how you can upscale your own images. Let's check out a neat trick to find the perfect program for upscaling your images. For example, the one I found here to upscale this image. As you can see, this was the original and this is the final image. To do this, we're going to search for Hugging Face. For those who don't know, we have a tutorial on our channel explaining what Hugging Face is. Briefly, it's a platform that lets us use open source AI tools. What we'll do is go to the Hugging Face website. In this app, we'll navigate to the Spaces section here. We're going to search for FLUX Upscale. This will show us various interfaces and upscaling programs that we can use within Hugging Face, which people have published this way. You can see which ones are most popular. For example, the one with the most likes, which is probably the most popular one. You can filter by trending most likes or relevance. This way you can find the perfect upscale program for you. You just need to enter here. As you can see, they're all quite similar. You'd need to go in and simply use the interface. If you're unsure how, we have a video about it on our channel on how to generate images with FLUXscale. So this way you can find the one that suits you best, all in a very simple and easy manner. How can we get FLUX Upscale? For those following this video, how can we obtain the upscaling tool I use? As you can see, I've upscaled this image. Here's the before and after. To do this, we'll use Hugging Face, which is this application here. We have a tutorial on this website if you're unfamiliar. It lets us use open source programs. Go to Spaces, search for FLUX Upscale, and you'll see all available upscaling programs. The one I use is called FLUX Upscale IMG with a fantasy fire icon. Once you're in, go to Files in any upscaling program. Here you can access all the files used to run this AI, making it easy to get your own upscaling program.